The title of this video is The Evil Eye of the Civil Ra Soldier. Civil War is Civil Ra because war backwards is R-A-W or R-A, Ra, the false god. So let's take a look at this evil eye. These will be photos that are in common books available to anyone who has access to the books or to the internet. I take you to the first photograph of 3 Confederate soldiers. Now I'd like for you to focus in on the soldier in the middle, and I'd like for us to take a look at his eyes. So I will take the focus and take you in. Okay, we are now focused in on the soldier in the middle, and I'd like for you to take a look at his eyes. Take a look at his eyes. One eye is completely covered, as if it was sewn shut, or scalded shut, or just held closed shut. But for whatever reason, we see his eye is shut and the other eye is open. The right eye is the one shut, and we're getting the left eye looking right at us. Let me take you back again to see the 3 soldiers in the book, and it's the middle soldier that's giving you and giving me the evil eye. Now I will take you to a book that shows commanders of battles, and on the left will be the northern commander, and on the right will be the southern commander. Once again, take a look at the eyes of the one on the right, or the southern commander. Let's focus in on those eyes. What do we see? Once again, that right eye is darkened, and it is the left eye that is staring at me and you in all of history. The left eye, the evil eye. Now we're going to look at another familiar face. And if I don't identify the face for you, you will probably think it is someone else. And we'll get into that on another video, but I'm going to take you over to another face that is familiar. Now, upon looking at this face, you might speculate that you're looking at Abraham Lincoln. And indeed, you actually are. However, the same man played various roles in the Civil War. This actually is listed as John Brown. But take a look at his eyes. Something is rather strange about his eyes. The right eye looks pretty healthy, but the left eye looks rather weird, as if it's a completely different eye. The color, the shading, everything. Well, let's go now to who actually is considered to be Abraham Lincoln, even though this was a photo of John Brown, but the same actor played John Brown and Mr. Lincoln, as well as another famous individual. We'll save that for another video, but let's go over and take a look at Mr. Lincoln. Now in this book, it's trying to show Mr. Lincoln early on the left there, early in the war, what he looked like before the war. And then on the right, it shows him towards the very end of the war, towards his so-called assassination. So we're going to focus in on that particular photo. And once again, we'll see that that right eye has been blocked out or blotted out or blotched out or something, and it is the left eye that stares at us in history. So once again, we'll take another look at the two photos together. Now we're going to come over here to one more example. And it's the one in the far right, General George McClellan. So we're going to focus in on his eyes. This photo is not as clear as the other ones, but it does convey the same message. That once again, it's that left eye that is staring at us in history, not the right eye. So you may be wondering, why is the left eye staring at us in history and the right eye is blotted out? Well, let's go to a book that has the answers, and I'm going to take you to that book right now. I want you to see that we're in the book called Zechariah, and we are in the 11th chapter and the 17th verse, and that's where we will go to. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock! The sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. So let's go back and look again. We'll come back here to General McClellan. Back to Mr. Lincoln. Back to the one called John Brown. Back to a Southern commander. And once again back to the three soldiers we saw immediately in the opening. I have one more for you before we close. And here it is. This one is really obvious. He's supposed to be some type of physician or physician's assistant or medicine man. We might even call him a shaman. Someone who mixes up some kind of a magic potion and brings healing to the wounded. And the caption even reads in that fashion. But take a look at his eye. So once again, this could be called the evil eye of the Civil Raw Soldier. The evil eye of the Civil Raw Soldier. Thank you for listening and watching this video.